Have you ever walked into a room and forgotten why you went there, struggled to focus on simple tasks, or felt mentally drained even after a full night of sleep? Most people blame stress, aging, or screen time. But what if some of the foods you eat every single day are quietly affecting your brain health? The truth is, brain aging doesn't happen overnight. It's a slow process influenced by daily lifestyle choices, especially diet, and many of us may be unknowingly speeding it up. Your brain controls everything, from memory and mood to decision-making and energy levels. When it's not properly nourished, early symptoms like brain fog, poor concentration, low motivation, and forgetfulness can start appearing. Over time, these small warning signs may turn into bigger wellness issues that affect productivity, emotional health, and overall quality of life. What makes this even more concerning is that some foods often marketed as normal or convenient may be working against your long-term cognitive wellness. In today's fast-paced lifestyle, processed meals, sugary snacks, and quick comfort foods have become part of daily routines. They save time, but they may also trigger inflammation, blood sugar imbalances, and oxidative stress, factors that are strongly linked to faster brain aging. The scary part is that these changes often happen silently, without obvious symptoms, until mental clarity and focus begin to decline. This isn't about fear or guilt. It's about awareness. Understanding how everyday food choices influence brain function empowers you to protect your mental sharpness, memory, and emotional balance. Small changes in nutrition and lifestyle can make a powerful difference in long-term brain health and overall wellness. The goal is not perfection, but smarter choices that support both body and mind. So what are these foods that seem harmless but may be slowly aging your brain? And how many of them are already part of your daily diet without you realizing it? As we move forward, you may start to question whether what feels familiar and comforting is actually helping, or quietly harming, your most important organ. For many people, the effects don't appear suddenly. They show up in subtle ways, misplacing keys more often, struggling to recall names, feeling mentally tired by midday, or needing extra caffeine just to stay alert. These early signs are easy to dismiss as normal stress or lack of sleep, but they may also be connected to long-term brain health and nutrition. When the brain is constantly exposed to poor dietary patterns, it can affect memory, focus, and emotional balance without sending clear warning signals. Modern lifestyles make this challenge even harder. Long work hours, irregular meals, late-night snacking, and reliance on packaged foods can slowly change how the brain responds to fuel. Certain ingredients may increase inflammation or interfere with blood flow to the brain, while others disrupt gut health, which plays a surprising role in mental wellness. Over time, these habits may create a cycle of low energy, brain fog, and reduced cognitive performance that feels difficult to break. Real-life experiences often reveal this pattern. People trying to improve focus or productivity may turn to quick snacks or sugary drinks, only to feel a short burst of energy followed by mental crashes. Others notice mood swings, anxiety, or poor sleep quality, not realizing their daily food choices could be contributing factors. These symptoms don't mean something is wrong, but they do raise an important question about how diet and lifestyle quietly shape brain aging over the years. As these patterns continue, many people begin to feel frustrated with themselves. They may wonder why their motivation feels lower than it used to, or why tasks that once felt simple now take more mental effort. This emotional struggle can quietly affect confidence and self-esteem, especially when productivity drops or mistakes become more frequent. People often blame themselves for being lazy or unfocused, without realizing that brain health is deeply connected to daily nutrition, stress levels, and lifestyle balance. From a medical perspective, experts often point out that the brain needs stable energy, healthy fats, vitamins, and antioxidants to function properly. When the diet is overloaded with certain ingredients, it can contribute to inflammation, oxidative stress, and disruptions in blood sugar regulation. These processes are linked to cognitive decline, poor concentration, and changes in mood over time. The challenge is that these changes usually develop slowly, making them hard to connect directly to everyday food choices. There are also common misconceptions that make the issue more confusing. Many people believe brain aging only matters later in life, or that memory problems are unavoidable with age. Others assume that taking supplements alone can fix everything, while daily habits stay the same. In reality, lifestyle factors like sleep quality, physical activity, hydration, and stress management all work together with diet to support mental wellness. The impact can reach beyond the individual. Struggles with focus and memory can affect work performance, relationships, and overall quality of life. Feeling mentally not yourself can lead to anxiety, withdrawal, or constant worry about long-term health. Yet the biggest concern remains unanswered. How many of these struggles are being quietly fueled by foods we trust and consume every day without a second thought? What makes this stage especially concerning is how easily the warning signs can blend into everyday life. Frequent brain fog, slower thinking, irritability, and constant mental fatigue often become the new normal. People adapt by working harder, sleeping less, or relying on caffeine and sugar to push through the day. Over time, this can place even more stress on the brain, creating a cycle that's difficult to recognize and even harder to break. The body may keep going, but the brain is quietly struggling to keep up. As these symptoms persist, the risks can grow. Ongoing inflammation, poor nutrient intake, and unstable energy levels may increase vulnerability to long-term cognitive challenges. Research in brain health and wellness suggests that prolonged exposure to unhealthy dietary patterns can affect memory retention, learning ability, and emotional regulation. While these changes don't happen overnight, the turning point often comes when mental clarity noticeably declines and daily tasks feel overwhelming. This moment can be alarming. People may start questioning their mental sharpness, worrying about future health, or feeling anxious about aging too quickly. The realization that lifestyle choices made today can shape brain function years from now adds urgency to the situation. Ignoring these signals doesn't make them disappear, it often allows them to deepen. The most unsettling part is that many of these risks are preventable, yet they remain hidden behind habits that feel harmless or even comforting. When early signs are overlooked for too long, the brain may reach a critical stage where recovery feels harder. The question now isn't whether brain aging is happening, but whether it's being accelerated by foods that seem safe, familiar, and deeply woven into daily life. What adds an unexpected twist is how rarely this issue is recognized early. Many people never receive a clear explanation for their symptoms because routine checkups often focus on weight, blood pressure, or cholesterol, while subtle cognitive changes go unmeasured. As a result, early brain-related warning signs are brushed off as stress, burnout, or normal aging. This delayed awareness allows the underlying problem to progress quietly, without anyone connecting it back to long-term nutrition and daily habits. Hidden symptoms make the situation even more complex. Mood changes, low motivation, irritability, and poor stress tolerance are not always linked to brain health, yet they are often early signals of imbalance. People may seek quick fixes, energy drinks, sugary snacks, late-night scrolling, to cope, unknowingly reinforcing habits that worsen mental fatigue and inflammation. These common lifestyle mistakes feel harmless in the moment but can compound the problem over time. Another overlooked complication is how brain health interacts with sleep and emotional wellness. Poor food choices can disrupt sleep quality, which then affects memory consolidation and mental recovery. This creates a loop where exhaustion fuels unhealthy eating, and unhealthy eating deepens cognitive strain. Without realizing it, people may adapt to feeling mentally off for years, assuming it's just part of adult life. The real danger lies in this slow normalization. When warning signs are delayed or misunderstood, the brain may already be under significant stress before action is considered. By the time concern sets in, the impact of everyday food choices may be far greater than expected, raising a troubling question about how much damage has already been done without anyone noticing. This is often the moment when awareness finally hits, the realization that brain aging is not just about time, genetics, or bad luck, but about repeated choices made quietly every day. Health experts increasingly emphasize that cognitive health is deeply connected to nutrition, inflammation levels, blood sugar balance, and overall lifestyle patterns. The brain is not separate from the body. It responds directly to what you eat, how you sleep, how you manage stress, and how consistently you fuel it with supportive nutrients. This understanding alone can shift how people view their symptoms, turning confusion into clarity. What surprises many is learning that the brain shows signs of stress long before serious damage occurs. Research-backed insights suggest that early cognitive symptoms, like poor focus, memory lapses, and emotional instability, are often signals asking for attention, not signs of permanent decline. In many cases, these changes are responsive to improved awareness and healthier routines when addressed early enough. This doesn't mean quick fixes or extreme diets, but intentional, informed lifestyle adjustments that support long-term brain wellness. The unexpected twist is this: some of the biggest threats to brain health are not rare or extreme. They are familiar foods and habits people trust every day. Recognizing this can feel unsettling, but it's also empowering. Because once you see the connection, you can't unsee it. And that awareness raises one final powerful question. If everyday choices can quietly age the brain, what might happen when those same choices are made with intention instead? As this conversation comes to a close, the biggest takeaway is awareness. Brain health is shaped over time by daily nutrition, lifestyle habits, sleep quality, stress levels, and movement. Small signals like brain fog, low focus, mood changes, or constant mental fatigue are not things to ignore or fear. They are reminders to pause and reassess how you're caring for your body and mind. Paying attention early can make a meaningful difference in long-term cognitive wellness. Supporting a healthy brain doesn't require perfection. Simple habits such as choosing more whole, nutrient-rich foods, staying hydrated, managing blood sugar through balanced meals, prioritizing quality sleep, and reducing reliance on highly processed snacks can gently support mental clarity and energy. Pairing these choices with regular physical activity, stress management, and mindful routines helps create a lifestyle that supports both emotional and cognitive health. Most importantly, remember that aging well is not just about adding years to life, but life to your years. The brain is adaptable and responsive when given the right support. By becoming more mindful of everyday choices and listening to early signs, you give yourself the opportunity to protect memory, focus, and overall wellness for the future. Sometimes, the most powerful health changes begin with simply noticing what's already on your plate and choosing differently, one day at a time.